Hello. Welcome to today's messages of love. Let's tap in, tune in, turn on. Yay! I hope you are doing amazing. Choosing love at every turn. Which way do I go? Love way. The love way. How am I going to get there? The love train. What's fueling the love train? Gratitude. Right? Yes. Okay, let's get serious about this shuffle in here. Is that a serious shuffle? Yes. One more for good measure. Okay. Oh. Well, that just came flying out, and it's one we haven't seen yet. You are looked after. What? Do you know what that feels like? Beautiful. Mother Nature has you in her pocket. In her pocket. Okay. Okay, you are looked after. This is that trust in the faith and the things that you can't see, and the knowing that you are gorgeously held, protected, safe, and gorgeous. Okay. What is this? What is that one now? I don't know. I think it might be communication. I don't know. 1 second, I'm gonna go let the fluffer up. Okay, we're back. And we're looking up this card. Confirmation. Confirmation. Like, how do I say the word? The energy of confirmation tells us that our consciousness is developing rapidly. Everything we think is actually confirmed. If we think or live based on fear, this fear will indeed be confirmed. So develop your power of thought and create what you really want. Then your wishes will be confirmed. Okay. But the main part is confirmation of you are looked after. Okay. This is that inherent trusting that all things are serving your greatest and your highest good, right? Yes. All of the things are meant to serve you, even if your brain at the time is like, what the frick is this, right? How the frick is this serving me? Trust it. Trust it. Okay, Gable, I want to say this is about your relationship with spirit, with the unseen, right? Confirmation. Okay, get used to me saying that. Gibo, gifts, partnership, sacrifice, fair exchange, and honor. Gibo, the swan knows the gift of lasting love. Beautiful. Joining with their partner, they exchange a promise and a bond of fidelity, allegiance, and trust. Each lives in the harmonious cycle of giving and receiving while caring for, loving, and protecting the other. Gibo is a beautiful and generous symbol of sacred exchange. To receive, you must in turn bless. You should in turn bless. No, you must in turn also. No, okay. To receive, you must also release. When blessed, you should in turn bless. Okay, there we go. Gibo encourages honoring your commitments and contracts and returning like for like. Union comes in many forms: love, friendship, family, and the business. And the busyness of life. Wow. Can we get a hell yeah? I mean, they're just popping out like confetti, okay? Trust the signs and synchronicities, the confirmations of your gorgeous stability, of your gorgeous celebration, union, and confidently moving forward, speaking your sword of truth, wielding your sword of truth, and speaking truth wieldily. Wieldedly. Okay. So this to me is confirmation of confirmations, right? Those signs and synchronicities, those little things that feel like a confirmation when you ask a question. Is it? Will it? Can it? Has it? Who's it? What's it? And then the signs that you receive afterwards. When they're blatant, trust it, take it as a confirmation, okay? Because that's gorgeous. This speaks about balance, right? Stable, sturdy, celebratory, heart space, light, balance between light and shadow, abundance. Look at all the gorgeousness and celebration, right? Being able to celebrate the gorgeousness in life and moving forward, even though things may be a little uncertain, a little wobbly, a little new, right? This is how we become masters in any area. It's through consistency and dedication, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Let's shuffy. Okay. What's coming out? What other kind of confirmations? And evidences that you are looked after. It's all about your mind, right? Yes, your mind. Beautiful. This is your self-mastery. And okay, so this is telling me that the transformation that you have gone through is still in process of revealing, right? The moon card here is giving me that gradual revelation, right? When the moon is new, it is darker, harder to see. But you are more able to see the stars, so you can be guided when it's dark by the heavens, right? And then as the moon brightens and brightens and brightens, so your environment lightens and lightens, and you are more able to see. So I'm getting this transformation process, right? Um, the old way of engaging in life, the old way of healing, the old way of transforming, even. We graduate, we get to a point, and then we move to the next level. But this was an important part to this, right? This is your self mastery, your dedication to self, your sacred oath to your heart space, okay? Talk about your relationship with self and spirit. And why this was so important, because you can't get here without this. You have to go through the trials and tribulations. You have to climb the mountains. You have to train, and condition and evolve because of the things that was in your environment, in your life, in your experience, that forced you to change, right? This is the pressure of the heat, that the coal goes through to transform into a diamond. You can't transform into a diamond without enduring the heat, right? So that's what that's all about. But this is like the in between stages, waiting for the external to match the internal changes, right? And so this is a confirmation that yes, you have gotten to a place of mastery because of the healing and the things that you have gone through, but they are yet to be revealed. You're seeing the glimmers, right? This is why, because we can cancel it out by filling it with doubt, right? So yes, the your signs and synchronicities are your glimmers to the future, when you can't see, right? This is like the shooting star, the heavens guiding you when the moon is dark. And this is why, taking those steps, it's tricky. You need a certain level of confidence because you're moving in the dark, right? It's like you got a guy in the ear and, you're blind, and there you have to trust this connection. And what they tell you, take 7 steps to the left and then go straight, right? But keep moving forward with faith. Because yes, we can counteract with doubt. We can be, I'm getting that image of the cross section is a cartoon, and it's like 2 people digging, and you can see the progress that they have made. And this guy gives up, and you can see that he was just like a couple more digs left, and he was going to find the treasure or whatever he was digging for. But he gave up. So this is why endurance and dedication and patience are all part of the process, right? But this is about trusting that you are looked after, and the signs that you get to support that, to validate that, to confirm. Those guys slipped out of my hands. Beautiful. Yes, see? Things are moving. And pretty soon you're going to catch that spark of inspiration, that signal light that's like, this way. I'm getting, because we were talking about moving in the dark and the unknown, this flash of clarity that comes when the timelines shift to meet you where you're at, right? The chariot here is bringing in, is transforming, is the undercurrent that is structurally organizing, reorganizing to match your internal spaces. Earth energy is slow, right? And also, there are a ton of cooperative components that all have to be, this is why divine timing, right? Everything has to be lined up for the things to unfold how they are meant to. You don't want to rush this, right? It's like pulling the cake out of the oven. I'm eating it now, damn it, right? And it's runny soup of grossness. Holy, he's fast. That was the darkness. Just shot like a bullet. Okay, so that's gorgeous. Also heading towards your passions, right? Taking action and moving towards the light, towards the spark, right? When you're in a dark room and you light a match, that initial spark fills the whole room, right? And then it dies back down, and then you're more in a smaller area of light. But you had that momentary visual of everything. It's a perfect way to get the lay of the land, to see what's in that corner shadow that you've been filling with your imagination, right? Okay. And what? What else? Leaving the old behind. Okay, this one I'm getting this slow coming together right now over me. Oops, wait. Where you gonna go? Put you over there. Okay, this Five of Pentacles. This is the going all in. Okay, this is my, are you going to go in or are you going to go out, right? It's the halfway, it's a 5. The shadowed figures, are they walking towards or are they walking away? We don't know. But for this one, I feel like this is more about the togetherness of these two, balance between your masculine and your feminine, the creating sacred ritual. It's also a confirmation of what you have transformed from. Let's put that here then. Right? This lack and unworthiness. This is that doubt, right? The nigglings and how they can derail. But you have become a king of swords, okay, of swords. Through this process, you recognize what serves, what doesn't serve. You understand going in balanced is an important part of the process, right? This is how you get here. And you also developed the strength and inner vision to cut away all that no longer serves, right? Got the sword here. The sword can draw lines in the sand, create boundaries, cut away detachments, and sever ties that are no longer serving. I actually feel like, because this is how you leave this, part of this transformation process is alchemy, taking those wounds, taking those swords, taking those daggers, right, and turning them into your sword of truth, and then wielding it confidently, moving out of the cocoon, out of the old ways of doing things and seeing things and being. Okay. And the world came out. Okay. Confirmation of this completion. Beautiful, because it threw itself on here as well as on the Hierophant. Okay, so this is confirming the self-mastery process, the transformation, the choosing heart, choosing love, right? This is it. Fear or love. And we choose love and then stepping out anew. And pushing through that newness, right? That awkward, that this feels off. It's like I'm getting the resetting of your baseline, right? Your baseline. You can change it. You can change your baseline, but anytime you change your baseline, anything is different than what it already is set at is going to be weird. It's going to be different. It's going to be a little scary, even. But then eventually it becomes the new baseline. And then other things feel weird, right? So, yes, this completion, this full circle moment, right? This getting there. So, I want to say you got there. I mean, it doesn't end. It's like you got to the graduation ceremony of that level, right? Now it's in the next level. Now it's time for the next level. Take it to the next level, the next level. Okay. And is that it? Is that it for these messages? Let's go through one more time. Okay. Who else wants to come out this last time through the deck? At one. Anybody else want to add something? Closing confirmation of some kind? Okay. Oops, I turned it. I put it down the wrong way and we had the Seven of Cups. So this is things starting to pour into your life, okay? Yes. And it's starting to overflow into other areas of your life. More confirmation. There may be a King of Pentacles coming in to love you like you never been loved before, and you might not recognize it and you might not know what to do with it, but this work that you have done, this coming in, this is an energetic readiness. You are ready to love and be loved like you've never loved and been loved before. Okay. Yes, gorgeous. And if you're like, I don't want no love, get that love sauce off of me from others, right? I just want to pour it out into me and into the world. Well, then this is you becoming a master in your action, in your material realm. This balance between your masculine and your feminine, this choosing of your love, this integration of love into your physical world, this union of gorgeousness materializing in the physical. Okay, so whatever that looks like for you, it's gonna have these vibes. Okay, beautiful. Yes, gorgeous. It's the four ones and these two gorgeous cards. It's the for once. Okay. Okay. Let's get an animal or two. For some confirmations or some guidance or some assistance or some wisdom. What? Okay, things got crazy. Things got crazy. It's got nothing to do with me. Okay, what are these two? The bat and the octopus. Okay, one went that way, one went this way. And we've got the dolphin. Does he call you at home? Kind of fell behind confirmation and the lovers here. Okay. So that's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we remember that the octopus, reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well-intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. Oh, yes. Oversharing. I went to this coffee shop, and the owner of the coffee shop was this woman that I had gone to art school with. And so, we're acquaintance friendly, whatever. And so I come up to order. Hey, how's it going? How you doing? And I'm like, my brother's getting married, and blah, 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 blah. And I just started going off about, my brother at his wedding. And she's standing there like this. And she's like, and I look at her and she's like, can I get you something? And I'm like, oh, right. I totally, when people ask you how you are, they're just looking for a fine thanks. How are you? So that they can say fine thanks and socializing has been done, right? But for me, autistic, when somebody's like, how are you? I stop and I really think about that. And then it just depends on what's going on with me right in that moment. I learned the hard way that nobody really cares when they ask. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Where are we? They believe that is what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. Where's the healthy boundaries? It may be a very old habit to change, okay? This is confirming for me this change, right? This is this stage where you're recognizing I have to start making healthy boundaries, but you're still finding your groove, right? There may be overcorrecting. There may be undercorrecting. It's like, okay, where's the sweet spot? Okay, but because we have the king coming out here, this is something that you've overcome or in process of overcoming, past, present, and future, right? This is, but I speak in the now. Okay, and then we've got the bat. Keep that. Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. More confirmations. Okay. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. Interesting. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses and of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter. Okay, confirmation of our confirmation of our confirmation. The closing of a door. Sorry, I didn't finish the sentence. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. Accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise, okay? Because that is your indication that a new day is dawning. So, interesting reference to the moon and being guided in the darkness, trusting the subtle senses, right? Yes, you see where I'm going? Yes, you do. Okay, and the dolphin. Do you know the dolphin? Does he call you at home? You know where that's from, don't you? If you don't, where have you been? Okay, innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. This is this. This is this. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, and they are sensitive to the subtle. Boom, bada, boom, boom, bing. There's your transformation. And enjoy working on the levels of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make on the world. Boom. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way. Looks like it has something to do with love. When in balance, active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power. And to bring into balance, like-minded spirits. Okay? Beautiful. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my, my. What the, oh my, my. What the, oh my, my. What? Yeah. Let's get a crystal card. Those two. Let's see, what's this one? 34. And what's this one? A 41. Okay. What's that about? 34. Speak your truth. Boom. Boom, bada bing. Wisdom, connection, and exploration. Times 2. Communicating a thought, feeling, or emotion that comes directly from your heart is to speak your truth. It often requires personal courage and may challenge an existing relationship dynamic. Yes, expressing the thoughts and feelings of your heart when delivered in a gentle way can create miraculous change in your life. You are guided to find your inner voice and speak your truth. Be respectful of others and embrace your power. Okay, beautiful confirmation. of what we were talking about down here, right? Setting your boundaries and becoming a master in that area. Okay, and then the 41, you say? Oh, it's the wisdom, understanding, insight, and enlightenment. Enlightenment. There's an extra T in there, maybe? No. Wisdom is gained through understanding the underlying patterns that trigger emotional responses in your life. Your accumulated experiences, including all your successes and failures, create your unique view of the world. It is only when you connect to the source of universal love and experience the divine in all things that you can transcend your mind's limitations and make decisions based on a higher understanding. Beautiful. Wisdom is the ability to balance the knowledge of the past with the voice of your intuition and universal guidance. Yes! You are guided to look beyond the initial emotional reactions that surround a situation in your life. Accepting your heart's counsel invariably shifts the perception of your understanding. It is from this position of love and compassion that truly wise decisions are made. Honor all events occurring in your life as they create the opportunity to express your true self. Continue living from the heart and trust in the unconditional love within all things. Confirmation burps. Wow. So many confirmations. Who else wants to come out? Some love messages from the awkward box. That's what I'm calling this one. It's the awkward box time. Just shuffle. Shuffle. Okay. Which ones? Who's coming out? Those ones. Okay. Let's see. Who's this? Forest time. Time to hug a tree. Okay. Be amongst the forest and all of its healing, regenerative powers. The forest is your charging port. Go plug in. Get out and explore. Okay, double confirmation. It's time to expand your bubble. If you have been in one area for a long time, it's time to go check out another area. Okay. Release the resistance. Yes, don't cling to anything. Let it go. Let it flow. You are worthy. Yeah, gorgeous things, of beautiful things, of being looked after, being held, being seen, being loved, and all of your dreams coming true. Okay. Yes. This is your confirmation that your dreams will come true. Gorgeous. We'll take it. We will take it. Thank you very much. And maybe a kitty card? I feel like we haven't had a kitty around here all day. Okay, now there's two. Okay, what's going on here? Everybody just relax. Okay, tending the garden. Meet Gala. Her particular flowers bloom in the sun of her nurturing love and care. In a tucked away corner of the forest, she planted a few precious seeds. For months, she watered the earth and sang patient love songs. Above the surface, nothing appeared to be happening, so the other kitties didn't understand why she spent so much time in the overlooked spot. Eventually, delicate emerald tendrils peeked out of the soil. Gala loved and protected them until wondrous blossoms burst forth. What seeds can you nurture in your heart? What garden are you trying to grow? I don't know about you, but I'm growing a love garden, okay, full of love blooms. And they are prolific. And trust. Meet Safi. Trust begins as an agreement she makes with the flame in her heart. Beautiful. She agrees to let it guide her even when it beckons her deep into the night forest of the unknown. Again, confirmation of the darkness, the unknown, and moving forward, trusting the signs. Right? Okay. When she trusts, the darkness is illuminated and the forest sparkles with her heart light. What? She may not know exactly where the path leads, but she trusts the enchantment of a journey born of intuition. Beautiful. What you truly seek awaits you. Trust yourself, step into the forest, and begin your wild quest towards the longings of your soul. Wow. Gorgeous and so cute. Gorgeous and so cute. Okay. Get a couple charms. Let's get 50,000 of them. Whoa. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? There's the reading in all of its gorgeousness. Okay, where do we start? Let's start over here. We got luck coming in. Okay, there's confirmation of that lucky overflow as a result of your gorgeous transformation, self mastery, dedication, right? And you're following your intuition, your inspiration, your passion. We've got suddenly it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't deny it. Okay, so this could be this like that flash, right? The sudden flash in the dark where everything becomes visible. Gorgeous. We've got release the old, okay, the bones in the back, in the garage, in the attic, in the closet. Dig a hole and bury them and let them be the fertilizer in your fertile soil, right? For all the gorgeous abundance. You've got the pineapple of abundance. Okay, gorgeous. We've got love. And I want to say this is part of your self mastery and dedication to yourself is your balance of your masculine and feminine within and this cohesion, adding to your strength and your power and your gorgeousness. Okay, and then we've got the abundance of the sunflower. I feel like this is related to this King of Pentacles. Something gorgeous and abundant that you can plant that continues to grow, right? You take one tiny sunflower seed and it produces a sunflower that is full of many more seeds. And then we've got the elephant with the ear highlighted. So this is listening to your intuition, your inner knowing, and trusting it to guide you, to move you in all of the areas towards your manifestations, towards your passions, right? Towards your truth and the speaking of it. Gorgeous. And then over here, oh, sorry. Okay. We've got the kitty. Okay, this is perfect around the moon. The kitty cat, this kitty sees things that us mere humans cannot. So this is speaking to me about trusting the things that you feel, your intuitive nudges, your signs and synchronicities that are leading and guiding you in the unknown, in the dark phases, spaces, stages, all of those things. We've got the monstera. Okay, this represents abundance and gorgeousness. This is what is happening, coming in your timeline shifting. Also, the what is this guy? The bird, full of eggs. Look at all those eggs. And I feel like all those eggs are potentials, right? Possibilities. So you got abundance and possibilities all coming in with this timeline shift. It is working in your favor, right? This is part of your trust. This is part of your wish coming true. This mirroring of your internal gorgeousness. Okay, and look at this beautiful. So, this balance, this wholeness, something to do with that, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But look, we've got a horse here. So, this is solid, sturdy, powerful, gorgeous, right? Whatever's going on in that part of the world. And look, laugh often. Yes, you have completed the cycle of the old. You can depend on it. You can rely on the changes that you have made. There's no going back. There's no going back. You've gotten far enough that you ain't going back. It's like, those doors that only turn one way, and then there's the gate on the other side, and it just spins. But once you go through, you can't go back in. It's like that. You have completed something where you have gone through the partition, and there's no way back in. So you don't have to worry about regressing or getting sent back to the start. It's not snakes and ladders. Okay, well, for some of us, I guess it is. Maybe it is. Yeah. And the snakes and the ladders, the snakes are like your doubts and your fears that send you back, and the ladders are the things that you trust, the higher wisdom that lifts you up, that brings you closer, that helps you win, right? But you got to trust it, you got to believe it, you got to run for it, you got to take action passionately, you've got to protect it, you've got to defend it, you've got to speak it into being and be gorgeous. I'm seeing the green man a little bit. See the eye and the nose there? That's the other eye and his head. His mouth, maybe? See it? Something this way comes. Okay. So trust it. Recognize the signs and the synchronicities as confirmations of your wishes coming true, of your worthiness, of all things working in your favor. Even when your conscious brain tries to argue with you that this thing that just happened can't be working in your favor, all things are working in your favor. Declare it, make it so, believe it, and have fun with it. Okay? Yes, love and appreciate you, and hope to see you next time.